Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Ruth from the Fertility Companion, and this morning I want to talk to you about what I do when I have a cold, as I do at the moment. Lots of people seem to have colds right now. I think early spring, certainly in this part of the world, a lot of people pick up bugs and colds and flus. So I want to share with you what I do. The first thing that I do is this drink. This drink is a really old-fashioned, traditional, hot lemon honey drink. I add a few extra ingredients to make it a little bit more special. So first of all, I'm going to juice the lemon. Really straightforward task. This is an organic lemon, but I'm not going to be using the peel or the zest, so it's not so important that the lemon is organic. I juice lemons as well, so I like to buy organic ones so that I'm not dealing with any weird waxes or pesticides on the skins. So that's my half a lemon juice. The other thing that I put in is ginger root. You can use dry ground ginger if you like, but I like fresh root ginger. It's much more potent. If you can get organic, do. The non-organic ginger is irradiated, so I would peel it if you can't get organic. It's not the end of the world. This is organic ginger. I haven't peeled it. I use a microplane. It kind of minces the ginger. You can slice it as well if you prefer. You're going to get a lot more out of this. So this is very straightforward, just mincing it. I've already done a lot of it there, as you can see. And all of that will go into my cup. I like it minced that way because I actually kind of eat it at the end, or chew on it or suck on it. A lot of flavour and a lot of goodness in the actual ginger. But if you don't really fancy that, or if you're new to having ginger in a drink, just slice it. You'll get a lot out of that too. Also, honey. This is an Irish honey. It's from one beekeeper down in the south of Ireland. I don't buy generally supermarket honey. If you look at the back of the label of a supermarket honey, usually it says something like made from a blend of EU honey, or maybe made from a blend of honey in whatever part of the world you're in. Blended honeys generally aren't great quality. This is made from bees looked after by one beekeeper generally. So the quality of the honey is really, really high. The other thing is, if you suffer from allergies, hay fever, if you're really sensitive to pollen, a local honey can help to inoculate you against that. So at this time of year, if you use local honey, like literally from your local area, that honey, the bees would have fed on the flowers, the crops in your area. So that pollen has been involved in producing this honey, and that will actually help to prepare you for hay fever season. It'll really reduce your symptoms. So that's another reason to use local honey. I am going to put about a teaspoon of honey into my drink. Cold in this house, so this honey is kind of crystallized a bit, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same. And my secret ingredient, which now is no longer secret, is cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is really, really hot. It's incredibly potent. It really helps to get blood moving, to support your digestive system and your immune system. So actually helps to kick that cold. I would put a pinch in here, less than a pinch, literally the tiniest little bit. You can increase that amount as you get used to it, but I would start small. I've just boiled this kettle, so I'm going to pour that in on top as well. And that is my perfect hot drink. I don't buy Lemsip, I don't buy Cold and Flu or Uniflu. I don't like to use those sorts of products unless I really am desperate. But it's actually a long time since I've used them. I like these. The ingredients that I've put in here are such good quality. They're really going to help me to build my strength back up and clear this congestion. Another thing that you can do, these are some herbal tinctures which I like to use by a company by A. Vogel. It doesn't have to be that brand. This is Bronco Force. Bronco Force is a blend of ivy, thyme and licorice. Incredibly good for breaking down mucus. Thyme is actually antibacterial as well, antifungal too, so it can help to kill off whatever little infection might be there. If it's a virus, it can also help to deal with that. Mostly colds and flus are viruses, so there's no point in taking an antibiotic. Plantago is another one that is a favourite in our house. This is in our first aid cabinet. Plantago is another plant, helps to clear congestion in the sinuses. So if you have a really sore head and bunged up sinuses, Plantago can help to do that, which I don't really have at the moment. Mine has moved down into my chest. And echinacea, lots of people know echinacea. This is another herbal tincture. This one is safe to take in pregnancy, which is really wonderful if you're in the early days and you're not sure what you can take. Literally, you put drops of these into water and you sip on that water, you drink that water. So you get the benefit of the herbs. Really, they are the things that I rely on rather than drugs from the pharmacy. I rely on herbs and food to help me feel better. Another few things that you can do to help yourself recover quickly. Cut out sugar, at least for the period that you're feeling really ill. Sugar actually suppresses your immune response, so cut it out as much as you can. Dairy is another thing. I'm not anti-dairy, but dairy, certainly the pasteurized, homogenized form that we have in most countries, causes mucus formation. So if you're drinking lattes, or you have milk in your cereal or milk in your tea or coffee, that milk will actually increase mucus production. So more mucus in your chest, more mucus in your sinuses. Cut out dairy for a week or so if you can. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you was cutting out alcohol, cutting out coffee. Those sorts of things that we rely on to improve our mood and to keep our energy going, they can actually help to suppress your immune system and stress you out further. So certainly while you're feeling unwell, I would say try not to have those things. But the old traditional hot lemon, honey, ginger, and a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper, amazing, really, really powerful. I hope those tips have helped you. I'm going to go now and sit calmly away from my devices, away from my computer, and enjoy this hot drink. And I'm sure it'll help me feel much better today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to your comments.